Hi Capricorns, more gain again in case you were following January and February, and if you're joining for the first time, then welcome. I'm really happy to have you here with me. I'll be doing a reading for you guys for the month of March 2018, right, for the next month. Watch your sun, moon, and rising, and this will resonate with sun, moon, and rising for Capricorn for March of 2018. I do intuitive readings, so I'm going to let the cards drop when it's right. They have something to say. For Capricorns, sun, moon, and rising for the month of March. Okay, great start. I have 3 cards. I have 6 of Wands, 9 of Swords, and 7 of Wands. A false victory on the expense of someone else. And the understanding of it makes you lose a little bit of focus. You were in a hurry to make some sort of an achievement, to succeed in something, to be on top, to feel victorious, to have people assemble around you. But it was with a heavy price of someone else. And yourself for now realizing it and the guilt that comes with it. I'm saying it for tarot readers who are watching and wonder why I do this. Part of the essence of intuitive readings is seeing the interaction between the cards, how they communicate with each other. 6 of Wands, yes, is a card of victory, but it's also a card of victory that can sometimes occur from ego, and that once you get what you want, you don't necessarily want it anymore, right? And if it was love, I would see other cards. Say you're having a fling with someone that you wanted for a long time, and now that you got them, you don't want them anymore. I don't think it's that. I think it's something else, because I see here worrying and anxiety and guilt on a very big level. And then we have from the 6, we're going to the 7 of Wands. I feel like you did something that at first seemed like the right thing to do, but it took a heavy toll. And now you're like, how am I battling off this thing that I did that seemed so wonderful, but now feels like this? I don't know how you're going to battle it off. Let's see what the following cards have to say. If this is not something that you resonate with, then right now, then please remember this, and throughout the month of March, be careful from false victories that come from ego and that have to be, where you need to sacrifice someone else for them. So, example, you want to save face, so you sell someone out, or rat them out, or make them look bad so you will look good. Example, right? Yeah, just think wise rather than smart. Think kind rather than selfish. I know it sounds obvious, but unfortunately it's not always obvious. And of course you don't mean bad, but sometimes, we lose sense of direction. And if it does resonate with you, I feel like March is the time to fix it. If it's fixable, let's see. Let's see what follows. The 6 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. Because it's like on the surface, you're feeling great. You're feeling on top. You look amazing. You look victorious. You look successful. You look like you're the big shot. And then behind closed doors, you're not very happy. You're working very, very hard to not show it. Overthinking, but not in a balanced way. not in a wise way, but like, you know, like when you lie and you forget the type of lie that what exactly you lied about, and then that puts you in more trouble because you need to lie to cover the other lie, and then you need to lie again to cover the other lie that was covering another lie, and etc. etc. Sometimes overthinking and being too smart is not wise and is not really smart. I need you to turn off your brain and anxiety and the will to keep being on top and on top. I need you to breathe. Feel a big need to breathe. Not being stagnant. If there's something here that needs to be fixed, it needs to be fixed. Like this can't go on. I'm talking about the way we're going to fix this, Cappies, Capricorns. I'm sorry if it feels like not such a great start, but that's how we fix things, right? By being aware. This is awareness. On the surface, everything seems really good. You're on top of the mountain, but you're not happy, and someone else is not happy because of what you had to do to get there. Guys, if it resonates, amazing. If not, please keep in mind it's a general reading. There's a certain frequency that will be attracted and drawn to my videos that will resonate with them. Normally, it's frequencies that's similar to mine or my circles, because that's my video and my reading. If it resonates, once again, wonderful. If not, it's okay. Maybe your moon and rising will. Many times they resonate even more than the sun sign. Okay? All right. Well, I feel like a really heavy heart. There's like a sense of a real emotional burden. Like, how do I fix it? What did I do? It almost brings me to tears. Okay. All right. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Cards, please, for our lovely Capricorns. Oh, okay. Whatever you are worried about is fixable. Communication. Eight of Wands is the card of communication. It's also a card of swift opportunities, right? Things that happen really fast with fire and a lot of energy, a lot of vibration, and it's on a positive level. But here's the trick about Eight of Wands. It's the fire that if you don't catch it on time, it loses its heat. And then it becomes the Nine of Wands, something stagnant that you need to wait once more until the next opportunity. So in the next month, you will have an opportunity to fix this mess. You can. It's a very positive card and lovely. See, we have 6, 7, 8 of Wands. It's the next part of the journey, and it's, you know, the symbiosa is perfect. The cards, you know, there's 78 cards in a deck. It's not random that 6, 7, 8 wands come up. It's 6, 7, 8, the chronological order. On its own, it's not random. It's intentional, and then on top of that, it's the same element. Yeah. Listen to what I'm saying. If it resonates, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence, sir and madame. Yeah, you with your white wine and red wine. I know you, Cappies. I haven't met a single Capricorn that I didn't like. Not that I recall, anyway. Or maybe I didn't know there were Capricorns. Oh! Okay, I see the story now. Temperance. If there was a conflict between you And this person, if you caused this, because this is feeling on top of the world, and this is really, really low and down and upset and sad. And they dropped together, right? And this, the way it's walking, this movement has naturally caused this. But then guilt, how do I fix this? And then opportunity, positivity, communication. 8 is, it can be stuck in a loop if you keep it all inside, or it moves and breaks through the boundaries if you communicate, if you make strong actions. That's the 8. And there it is, leading to temperance. Temperance is, in this scenario, the way I see the narrative here of the story is reconciliation, is harmony, is connecting 2 elements together. It's the card of the alchemist. It's taking 2 matters and combining them together and creating something new. In a very beautiful, synchronized way. You see the angel here has 1 leg and 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on ground. He has the wings that represents the air element, and he has the light, that's the fire. So all the elements are appearing here in this form of an angel. It has the word, don't know if you can see it, Jehovah here, Yud He Vav He, Yehovah, that's God in Hebrew. So there is an opportunity, because this is opportunity coming from life to you, that you need to grab. If you don't grab, it just goes away. And it's like, it's been given to you, and I feel like you're going to take that opportunity. And there's a great harmony now. Okay, good. All right. Looking better. Looking better. Okay. We have a journey here. We have actions from the ego. We see the results, and then we fix it. Temperance. The value of patience. But I have here a lot of fire. Fire moves fast. So I'm going to take it not for patience. I'm going to take it for uniting the elements. Using swift movements. Fire, fire, fire. Grabbing opportunities. Okay. There was a big sense of heaviness in this reading. There still is, almost like you don't believe me that everything will be okay, but it seems like things are really improving. Let's keep going. Capricorn. What is this? Oh, clarify. What happened? And what will happen? I want to see the 8 of Wands and Temperance. The Emperor. Either you or someone relevant is in a very powerful position. Dominating, patriarchal. Okay, fair disclosure. English is my second language. Hebrew is my first language. Sometimes I get confused with words. Last month I misspelled Pisces in their video. I feel like I lost many Pisces, unfortunately. If there's a Pisces that is watching, I don't know, maybe you're cross-watching if you want to know what's going on in a Cappy's life right now. I'm really sorry, I fixed it. But I need your patience with me because I do speak 3 languages, so I think I deserve a little bit of credit. So sometimes I make a mistake. Anyway, the Emperor. Did this mess come because you were in a lot of control and you felt on top of the world that there's nothing you can't do? And then it blew up in your face? Because you took someone for granted? Or you're making now a good use of your power, of your position, of your status. The Emperor is Zeus. He can be a boss, it can be a leader, it can be a father figure, a husband figure. He is the divine masculine. It's a very masculine archetypical, oh my God, energy. I've had him popping up for Taurus. I haven't done Taurus for March yet. I will. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of fire here, so it can also represent Aries. And this can represent Sagittarius. So I have a lot of fire in this reading, guys. I have a lot of fire in this reading, gals. Sorry I'm saying guys, I just have 1, 2, 3 male figures in 5 cards. So I feel like either if you're a girl watching, someone is doing that to you, a man Capricorn, or you're the Capricorn and someone else is doing that to you, maybe a fire sign, or if you're the male Capricorn, I feel like you're the one who has been doing this to someone else. 8 of Wands is movement. Movement, movement, movement. Are you moving? Are you changing? Making a strong decision about something? It can relate very much to work. The Emperor is very work-oriented, unless I start seeing cards that has to do with emotion and femininity, and then I take Zeus as a divine masculine that connects to the Empress, and then it could relate to partnerships. But right now, with this reading, I take him to the place of being in control. And what do you do with that power? With power comes great responsibility of caring for your environment. It's about caring for your environment, for the people who believe in you, who follow you. It's not just about being on the horse and being on top. It's about, there's a phrase that says, when 2 people are running, it's the slower one that determines the pace. You need to be there for the ones who are weaker than you are, at their rhythm, with an understanding and compassion. The Emperor can be very harsh. I'm worried you or someone has been with you very, very, very harsh. A lot of heaviness. For those of you Capricorns that are watching and are like, no, everything is chill, everything is light, all is good, then I'm sorry that it doesn't resonate. I can't make everybody happy. Next video. But this is for the ones that understand what I'm talking about. What else? I need more clarification. And I want advice. I want to fix it. I see the 8 of Wands and the Temperance, and it's fixable, but I want to see more to the story, please. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for March 2018. I feel like it's too many cards. Yeah, too many cards. I might just go to the bottom of the deck soon. Okay, card. Okay. The Star in reverse. The star like this, love, fountain of youth, purity, truth, naivety, faith, reaching into the depths of your emotion and your psychology and opening up the Pandora box and letting out all the demons so that all the blessings and the angels will also be able to come out. You can't close the door to one emotion and expect the door to be open to the other emotion. You can't be like, I'm not going to be sad, I'm only going to be happy. But the door of the emotional realm is the same door. You close it, you close it. If you want to feel one thing, you have to be able to feel other things. And I feel like you're not allowing yourself to do that, Cappy, because I got the Star in reverse. So there's a few narratives here. One of the other will be relevant to you. Might be all of them together. I will explain. Narrative number 1. You are refusing to tap into your emotion, to to be of awareness of your feelings, of your love. Because the star is a card of love, wish fulfillment, finding the fountain of youth. It's true love, especially if I have in a reading temperance. That is syncing the elements in a perfect way and creating something new. That's true love, you know. That's twin flame. That's divine love. Not karmic relationship, not soulmate relationship. Twin flame, true love, especially when these two come together. But I got this. And with all the ego and the harshness that I had in this reading, and you hurting someone to save face, and now I have the star in reverse. So there's all that. You won't admit something to yourself. You will do anything to avoid acknowledging the thing that you need to acknowledge. That is your truth, your inner truth. The star is the truth. It's the card of the truth. The fountain of youth. It's creativity, creation. It's your deepest, most purest expression. Being completely naked, inside and outside. It's when day and night unite. And there's light in the darkness, and there's darkness in the light, and it's fine. Look, it's night, but you can see it all as if it's day. We're not sure here, right? We're not sure if it's nighttime or daytime, but we see it so bright and clear. It shines. We have it upside down. So as I was saying, there's an inability to reach inside and admit your inner truth and let it out. Creativity helps because the star speaks of creativity, and that's how we express ourselves. That just reminds me of someone so much. This reading is crazy. I hope he's not watching it because he'll think I'm making this up for him. Literally, I feel like I'm really talking about someone that I really know, a Capricorn. But I'm just going to say what the cards say because it is what it is. It is what it is, you know. I read what I read. I'm not making this up. The cards are talking. Spirit is talking. I feel it. I know it. It's the truth. You came upside down. You're not expressing yourself with the truth. And someone is being sacrificed. Yeah, my nose itches. It's gonna really touch someone in a very deep way. Please comment on this. I need to know if it speaks to you guys. So yeah, also a sacrifice and or what I said earlier and now a sacrifice of someone connects to that. Could be a sacrifice of love. Could be a sacrifice for love. Because the Emperor here is standing upright, strong in this place. The star is upside down. The thing that symbolizes purity and beauty and expression and art and the fountain of youth and healing and day meets light and true love and all that jazz is upside down. Is it because you're not tapping into it? You have an opportunity. Angels, universe is sending you so much communication and signs and serendipity and, you know, wake up, smell the garden, and you're like, no, the star is going to stay upside down, so I will remain in control. This shows regret, but this shows that you're still holding on to what it is that you regret doing or behaving as. Guys, I feel like, again, it's either you or someone in your life relevant to you, okay? Take it and copy paste it on your story. General readings. So there's like back and forth between I know the truth or I don't know the truth. I know the truth, but I don't want to listen to it. I regret what I'm doing. I have the opportunity to fix it, but wait, I want to stay in control. Bottom of the deck. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. More fire, I see. But it's interesting because you guys are so earth. You guys are slow movers. You're builders. You take your time. You're earth, 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 you know? Sorry, my necklace. I want to fix it. And then I have all this fire in this reading. Burst of energy, of new life force. And I feel like that's the dissonance. You guys don't necessarily know how to handle all this fire and all this energy that is so different than how you're used to, you know, how you're used to, the rhythm that you're used to. It's okay. Let the fire burn. Let the water flow. Let the water flow. See? In both of them, this character is holding 2 cups and it's upright, and the water goes up and down. Perfect. Perfect harmony. Perfect balance. And here she's the same. But this is the divine expression. And this is the mortal expression. This is a human being doing this. You are sent this. Universe, spirit, divine, God, however you want to call and refer to it, has sent you this. The opportunity to renew all your energy, to find the fountain of youth. I keep the fountain of youth. That's the card. True love, art, expression. Oh, this reading is really speaking. I feel like it's for someone I know. But it's okay because they're Capricorn, you're a Capricorn, so it will speak to as many as it will speak to. So this is the mortal expression of this, because the 5D realm expresses itself through the 3D. The spiritual and the energetic realm expresses itself through the reality, the matrix that we see, right? Signs that we're getting from the divine come to us in the form of people and messages and events and a movie or a sign or something that someone says or a person that comes into your life. It's not like God starts talking with a megaphone and be like, hey, I want to tell you this and this. No, the divine sends you mortal, physical, 3D, matrix, earthly messengers in a human form. They are human. It's not like they're just, it's not like an angel wearing a human form temporarily like in the movies and then goes away. We are all angels in a human form. So if this would have come up like this, it's like, oh my God, March is love, March is beauty, March is fulfillment, it's wishes coming true, you are tapping into your destiny, to your essence, to your everything, but it came upside down. What are you doing? But, bottom of the deck, good. 2 of Wands. The Lovers, 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. This reading is going to be longer than I thought. The World. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Wow. Wow, I can't. It's going to be too long. I'm going to address to what I see. So far, the World is a big enough card to conclude with. It concludes the tarot deck, so who am I to go beyond it in a reading, right? Of course, my first reading needs to be so... Oh, I love it. I enjoy it. All right. All right, let's play this game. Let's put all these guys aside for a second. So, speaking of serendipity between the numbers, synchronicity, I'm sorry. Check this out. I haven't shown you the cards yet. I've been talking to the camera and I haven't been showing them to you. Interesting. I'm gonna kind of bring them together. Look what we have here. I'm a numbers girl. I'm into numbers, numerology, math, but mostly the spiritual essence of numbers. I see numbers everywhere, and I see everything in the numbers. And tarot speak to us with numbers. 2, 2, 2. That equals 6. 3, 3. 21 is 3. 3 plus 3. That equals 6. So I have 6, 6, 6. Beautiful cards that creates 666. Now you're going to be like, oh my God, is that the devil? No. 666 in our culture symbolizes the demonic. But in numerology, it has a little bit of a different face to it. 6 is a number of harmony, of home, of compromise, of diplomacy. But when it comes tripled, it is heightened. So too much compromise, too much comfort, too much wanting to be safe. And that is the 2 of Swords that doesn't want to acknowledge how they feel. And that's the 2 of Pentacles that is in constant thinking in a loop, right? I'm not feeling what I'm feeling. Let me think about it a little more. I need to learn more about it. The 2 of Wands is the beginning of a journey where you need to learn more. So let's look at the world. Let's analyze it a little bit more. You have the world here, right? You have this guy analyzing the world. Should I stay or should I go? It's the first time I'm doing this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for just bursting in song. But look how funny it is. This is the card that came first. There's the card that came last. And here we have the world. It's the embodiment of perfection of everything, right? It's the end of the journey and the beginning. It's the zero. It's the everything and the nothing. It's all the elements coming together. It's the Fool that went through all of the spiritual lessons and the mortal lessons, and he's on top of the world now. She's on top of the world now. This beautiful, magical creature. This, nothing that this person can't do. They've already achieved it all, and they just keep going. This is an amazing cycle of success, of renewal, each time renewing the success. Being very tapped into all of your elements and knowledge, and being able to fly above everything and succeed with them. This cycle is the loop. It's on the earth, it's on the ground. She's standing on one leg, but it's because she's flying. He's standing on one leg, but it's because he's trying to figure things out, go back and forth. The water behind this character is like shaky. He's wearing a very big, heavy hat to symbolize status, like the emperor. And she's not wearing anything. She's free. Yet he needs to, there's a beginning. There's a beginning of stepping out of the loop, right? We have the loop here of 2, 2, 2 that forms the 6. This 2 is in denial. This 2 is waking up. He starts knowing the truth, but still thinking. And this card, this 2, is like, okay, let's go on this journey. Let's go on this journey towards the world. The world, this character is already there. This character needs to go through the journey, and that's okay. But what does this journey take? Let's see the process. We start with the 2 of Wands. And the Lovers. I will address the Lovers, trust me. And these guys, 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups and the World. It's great that this is the last card, because this is an amazing card of just understandings and actions and achievements. So even though it's the 666, the process is almost like a repetitive, too much in the loop, but there's a happy ending. So let me explain. From here to there, we have the Lovers. The Lovers speak about, well, of course, the twin flame journey. Again, with the Star especially, and with Temperance, we have very strong cards of love, guys. A lot of love in this reading. A lot of. I started this reading thinking maybe it's going to be a very practical, work-oriented, and then I was like, but we'll see what comes after the Emperor. And we received Star, card of true love. Temperance, card of unity and harmony between all the elements. The alchemy, making the impossible possible, for example. This is the Pandora box that opens up, releases all the demons, but also all the angels. And now the lovers. Wow. Wow. So as I was saying, it speaks about that. It speaks about choices. Because in the journey for fulfillment and for being on our path, on our true... This is also the cards of the twin flames. Oh my God. Oh my God, Capricorns. Dramatic times. Wow. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. And once again, this card is also about choices, and this card is about making choices. And 3 characters here. Making a choice. From 3 to 2 in the head to the One Almighty. What will it be? Huh, Capricorn, what will it be? Yeah, this is a big reading. I'm sorry, I'm just like, I'm trying to honor the cards and make sure that I give the perfect interpretation, that I see all the story and all the communication between all the cards, and I want to give you everything that I see. So if I take a few breaths and I'm like, oh, it's because I'm processing and I'm figuring out how to express it in the most benevolent way. Okay? For the sake of all of us. So, as I was saying, it's a card of choices, because on the path for our self-fulfillment, for being on the path to our destiny, etc., we have to make a lot of sacrifices. We have to let go of things that don't serve us, things that are taking place in our vase. What do I mean by that? We are all a vessel, and we have X amount of energy within us, room for X amount of energy. So if we are full, there's no room for something new. And it doesn't matter if we're full of things that are not right for us. Even if the best thing in the world comes in, there's no room. So if you want to make room, you have to clear room. It means letting go of things. There's a lot of decision making. You're trying to balance between everything that you need to figure out, between thinking about it and thinking about it. You know you have to take that step, the leap of faith, the journey towards the world, and it will be so worth it. Look at this world. Every time I have 2 of Wands with the world, I'm like, oh my God, this journey is going to be badass of a journey. Very well worth to take, but it's never easy. You think it's easy to climb the Everest? That's why it's the Everest. You want the Everest, climb the Everest. You want to get to the world, you want to get to this character. Look at her. Look at where she's at. Yeah. You need to play a strong game. Not like the manipulative game of stupid people who play stupid games. Excuse my language, I don't care. It's just stupid. Playing games is stupid. I mean the game of honesty and truthfulness and making strong decisions that come from a strong heart and a free mind. What do I mean by that? By a free mind, meaning the brain is a wonderful servant but a dangerous master. Your mind needs to serve you and not the other way around. If you allow it to drown you with, with fears and anxiety and overthinking and worrying, and it controls you. But if you allow faith and harmony and you use your mind in a way that serves you in your path. I have 2 angels here. First, uniting the cups, the elements. Now there's the 2 figures. Okay, we're stepping closer to mortal, to 3D, physical union of the elements, not just in energy, not just in potential or as an idea, but an actual. The world, even though it's a major arcana, it's still a very strong practical answer. It exists in the 3D. It exists in reality. It's not just in the air. It exists both in the air and in reality. She's in space, in the sky, but she has all the physical elements of existence. Right? So I see a lot of clearing. I see a lot of decision making, a lot of clearing of the path in order to get there. And it's right here, right now in March, in the next month. Don't drown in the 666. That's why it got the allegedly negative perception of diabolic. It's because it's a card of fear. 666 can be fears, can be emotional and spiritual laziness. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to handle it. I just want to be comfortable. And that's what is around us in this reading. But guess what? I didn't get the actual devil card. And the cards, even though they sum up to those numbers, most of them are on a positive note that shows progress. And the bottom line is the world. So yeah. So we have 4 cups here. 3 characters that play with 3 of the cups. Where's the 4th cup? Where's the 4th cup? She's holding it. And that's where you need to get to. Or if this is you, Capricorn, there's someone needs to get to you. But I have the feeling this is you that needs to get to the world. This reading is also crazy a little bit for me, but the biggest thing about the journey from this to this is this, the Lovers. Clearing the path, making room. People talk to me about manifestation. They write about manifestation. They think about it like, how do I manifest? How do I manifest? It's not just technical actions. You need to have energy, power to manifest reality. If you do the actions that are needed, but there's no energy in them that comes from you, then it won't manifest. The universe won't listen. It won't get there. It won't get up there. How do you have energy? You dive in to your pool of emotions and creativity, both demons and angels. Let go of your clothing, of your hats. You tap into your essence. You clear out anything that doesn't resonate on your frequency. And that's how energy, universal energy, chi, it's expressions of life force in different languages. That's how it has room to enter your life. When you clear away, the angels bring you, the divine sends you energy. Now you have energy to actually manifest. Imagine a painter using a brush, paint a painting, and he has the colors, and he has the brush, and he has the canvas, but he doesn't have the talent. The talent is the energy, right? So he can do the technical thing, but the result won't. But if there's a raw talent, if there's energy, then it doesn't matter if you have the best instruments or not. You will still create this amazing piece of art. You can manifest your life. If the best way to manifest things, reality is a combination, a good balanced combination of all the elements, of having the strong energy and the technical tools, the cognitive knowledge, but the force, the life force, the energy that will bring this knowledge to life, these ideas to life. It requires balance between the elements, the fire, the will, passion, the earth, the action, the sensual, the 3D, the real, the air, the thought, the imagination, philosophy, the spiritual. And the cups, the emotion, the heart, faith, the flow. And then to not have BS that doesn't serve you or doesn't resonate in your frequency. And I'm saying frequency and resonates because it can't be on the surface, on the paper, it looks perfect with me and to me and for me. It means nothing if the vibe, if the frequency, the energy of it, the rhythm of the molecules, if that doesn't resonate with yours, you're blocking your creativity, you're blocking your manifestation, you're blocking your progress, you're blocking your youth. You'll grow old faster versus going back in time younger. Yeah, making the impossible possible. Your skin can either grow old and wrinkled, or it can remain healthy and vibrant and glowing, depending on the energy that you have inside. There's an energy that looks good on paper but doesn't resonate with you, and then there's disharmony, and your everything responds to it and gets wrinkled. Or is there harmony and synchronicity with all the elements inside of you, and your environment resonates on the same frequency that you resonate on, and then there's inner glow and outer glow, and that stretches your skin, your organs, blood flow. So that was that. I'm going to conclude. Sorry, that was crazy. I'm going to conclude, as I used to conclude on February's readings, with a lovely deck that I have. It's called the Divine Circus Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I'm going to pick one card to sum the reading and to give you a clear message for the next month. The images here are lovely. So one card, please, to conclude the reading for Capricorns for 2018. Best, most benevolent, most accurate message, please, for Capricorns. Any Capricorn who's watching, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Alice. I don't know what it means. I'm going to read from the book. It's a relatively new deck, but it's pretty. Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite stories. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? I'm going to tilt the camera so you can see. Card. All right. Every time I feel like maybe this reading will be shorter. Nope. Oh well, I'm giving you my all, right, guys? Okay. Alice. New worlds are calling you forth where the old rules don't apply. Huh! Speaking of the world, huh? It might seem strange or freeing or wild or even scary at first, but you are meant to explore these new worlds. You will gain so much from the experience. There is no need to be afraid. Already really resonating with the reading. When your world becomes too small for your spirit, it can feel painful, like trying to walk about in shoes you've outgrown. If you do this for too long, you can feel crippled with pain and unable to walk at all. You have a spirit that is outgrowing the worlds you've known and is yearning to experience new ones. The universe is responding to your spiritual need to broaden your horizons with new friends, opportunities, and communities that are or soon will become available to you. You may welcome the unfamiliar. You may find it intimidating. You may wonder if you belong in those possibly strange new worlds, or you may feel like you've come home. No matter whether it is just another world you are meant to pass through on your life adventure, or a return to a true soul family you never knew you had, there is value in this next phase of your life path. It is essential to your overall life plan and divine destiny. I wish I could scream this at someone that I know. All right. When Alice appears, she brings a message that it's safe to enter in new worlds. Whether those worlds are of ideas, new lifestyles, social communities, or other like-minded groups, or even other places. As strange or unsettling as it might seem at first, you'll soon learn the ways your perception is opening up. Intuition, insight, visions, and creativity will increase and flow. And it is recommended that you value those things rather than dismiss them as imagination or fantasy. You are encouraged to follow that which is novel or unusual, that which seems to take you into new worlds rather than making do with what already has been. Following those initial inspirations will open doors for you and gain you entry into entirely new and exciting worlds. You are ready for the adventure, whether you know it or not. Amazing. Healing trick. Say this chant at least 3 times. Different places, unknown faces, I open up to worlds anew. There is so much goodness waiting for me as I leave behind what I once knew. And an affirmation. New worlds, faces, and places bring me the 3 graces of love, luck, and laughter, ever increasing from now till hereafter. Okay, wow, that concludes the reading beautifully. You probably expressed it even better than I did. Capricorns. Interesting times ahead. Crossroads. New worlds. Sacrifice, decisions. Discovering the world, discovering the world, discovering the world. We got it in the 2 of Wands. We got it in the World card, and now in Alice. Alice in Wonderland. She's going inside a new world. I find the synchronicity amazing, but I keep responding the same way in readings. Oh my God, the synchronicity. Oh my God, the synchronicity. I should get used to it by now. I don't get used to it. 13 years of doing this, and I'm still in awe and amazed with how the cards and how this universe, whatever energy that is driving them to express themselves this way, it's just phenomenal. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for trusting in me. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, share. It helps me know that this works. It gives me the strength to keep doing these readings. So if you want me to stick around, let me know. Have a wonderful March. And I'll see you again in April. Bye.